Shalom lekulam. I'm very grateful to be able to close us out on a bit more of an uplifting note and continue the theme of what Ido spoke about, of what does supporting those who have been evacuated from some of the most affected areas of Israel, what does that work look like? So for a slight bit of context, here on the JNF's Alexander Muss High School in Israel campus, when this war began, we were able to very smoothly and safely send all of our students back to their families in the United States with the help of the whole JNF and AMHSI staff. That was our first real blessing. And our second blessing was that we were able to open up our campus to many families that had to evacuate their homes, which is a very, very saddening circumstance. However, there are so many beautiful moments of light that I want to share with you all from what that has brought to our campus. The first thing that I need to say is that we cannot take for granted that we have these beautiful, comfortable, and relatively safe facilities here in the center of Israel on our campus. And that is the first blessing that we can open our doors to. Right now, we have over 50 people staying with us of all ages. And what shifts that of simply from being a safe space to a really warm and healing environment is the people. I first do want to lift up Orit Omer and Menashe Mor, who have been really spearheading logistically this whole operation to make this space work. And then I want to lift up the Madrichim, who are the people on the ground who, with the good of their hearts, have warmed this space, as I said. So in a regular routine here at our school, I have the privilege of guiding our Madrichim, our counselors, the 20 to 25-year-old Israelis who come and support our students through their entire learning experience, all their trips and their dorm life. And when we sent all the students home, we told them, do whatever you need to do during this time. Many drafted into reserves, and we thank them deeply for their service. Many realized that it was the most important thing for them to be beside their families during this time. And a handful volunteered out of the goodness of their heart to stay on campus, living here and supporting each of our guests. So those madrichim, I want to give them a shout out, lift them up. We have Omer Shemer here, Ofri Bashar, Alisheva Inbar, Sarit Nagar, and Agam Lubin. And all of these madrichim have done magic for these families. I want to highlight a few of the things. First and foremost, just on a very human level, being there for these people, getting to know each and every one of them, whether they are 3 years old or 80-year-olds, knowing what they miss, knowing what has been making them cry, knowing what they experience, what brings them joy, what lifts them up, what's their favorite food, what can we bring them, getting to know them as human beings, being here to listen to their stories and hold the space for them. In that way, they've really been frontline trauma workers. And I think that I really need to accent the power of their presence here just as role models for the students and people that the adults can trust with their children as well. The next aspect that I want to highlight of their work is the programming that they have been creating. It's been beautiful to see the outpouring of support from our local community in Hod HaSharon and Ra'anana, many families, professionals that has been offering to bring their skills, expertise, activities, food, all sorts of things. And it's been the madrichim that have been doing most of the coordinating to bring these activities and this support. So they've built out a wonderful, multifaceted schedule where every single day, these families have activities to do that are supporting them, giving them purpose, giving them even joy, and giving them ways to process what they've been through. I'll give you a few examples. Even today, I joined an activity where they brought in a petting zoo for the children so that they could not only feel that they are cared for, but see their own power in caring for others, caring for animals. On the same note, we've had therapeutic dogs come in to help them calm down, relax, and process their emotions. We've had arts and crafts lessons for the kids where they can draw and get some of the images that are in their head out onto paper and express them. We not only want to work through their mental health, but also their physical health. So the madrichim have coordinated many physical activities. There's something for everyone. There's soccer, there's yoga, there's Pilates, to keep them moving and active and engaged through this really, really, really difficult time. And the last note that I want to highlight has to do with our bomb shelter, which unfortunately has become a very central location on our campus in the last couple of weeks. But instead of keeping it as this like
Let's see if we can, Ruby, I don't know if you can hear us, but there's a little bit of a problem maybe with your connection. We're starting to lose your audio.
if I move closer, does it help? Are you able
Yeah,
to
that's
hear?
good right now. That's better.
Okay, excellent. So I'll just close out by explaining they've been able to flip our bomb shelter into a playroom, into a place of joy. And the children are able to laugh and play there. And in the down moments, the free moments, the madrichim will even come in and just lift up these children and sit with the parents and hear their stories. And it has become a beautiful, beautiful refuge thanks to these workers. So I'm grateful to see this, and it's very heartwarming, and I want to appreciate everyone who's taken a part of it. So thank you all for listening and for supporting.